You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Matthias, thank you so much for joining our YouTube membership request. This is your first request coming down the rabbit hole, and you are bringing us back a friendly person down the rabbit hole. Her name's Taria, and the song is Too Many. This is from Act 2 in London, Metropolis Studios.
I'm looking forward to this one. Thank you so much for bringing Taria back down the rabbit hole. Thank you so much, Matthias, for bringing Taria back down the rabbit hole. I'm really looking forward to this one. I know you said it was your favorite song, and they are repeating some beautiful poetry in the background of this song. Thank you so much for bringing it back to us. And if you guys love Taria as much as we do, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know your favorite Taria song in the comments below, as Matthias did, and tell us why it's your favorite. I'm ready to get into this. I hope you are. Let's go with it.
I love when it's in black and white. It gives such a, not an eerie vibe, but like, you know, something amazing is going to happen when it goes like this.
It reminds me of like the old school 1920s film reels that have the full orchestra behind them.
Yeah, and she does it so well. Let's see this beauty.
It's for me too. For all of us, I think. Yeah, pretty much. So, next song is Too Many. It's the last song on the Shadow Self album. When I finished writing this song, I felt, it kind of, even though for me it's a sad song, I felt that it gave me hope. And I also felt that this song definitely has to be the last song on my album because of that feeling of hope. Even something better is coming. That's what I felt. So this is Too Many.
Favorite celloist. Wow, this is such an incredible song.
It's phenomenal.
I really wanted to shout out that sliding Cthulhu with that thing he's using there. It just sounds so amazing, doesn't it?
I'm not sure what that thing is, but all I thought of was, wow, that's a nice way to use a shot glass.
You think he's using a shot glass?
That's what it looked like. I don't know what the instrument is,
Well,
but that's where my brain went.
It's something for sliding with the guitar. Like, it's a
Yeah.
natural technique, and, like, it sounds beautiful. And I just love that even though this is, like, such a big song for her of hope, that, she always gives so much shine to all
She
of the members.
does. And I'm really liking the behind the too many fade away being repeated in the background because it adds so much more to the song. And then especially with giving that the context of it being a sad song for Taria, that also gives her hope for something that's coming in the future. Something I heard her say right before she started belting was like two flowers frozen in time.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like, I'm not sure who she is singing about.
Yeah.
But there's definitely something that happened between her and someone else who was close to her, like two flowers in time.
Wow.
Where there's been a lot of pain, and she's kind of, I'm assuming that she's hoping that there will be like some reverence, I'm thinking, or like
a way past
a
this?
way past it, a way to like hope for the future, that they're able to like reconcile. That's what I'm reconciliation or something,
for sure.
So like it's,
and we know you have to look into the shadow of yourself to then get past some of those feelings you have, because after you get hurt, you start getting all these feelings of, am I really this feelings? Or I guess that is part of me. I'm allowed to have some of these negative emotions that are going through, and you have to embrace it in a way. And I think she does so good at embracing both sides of herself.
And even with this spot where you paused it perfectly, because look at the pain that Taria is going through as she is singing this song.
Yeah.
Because this is such a powerful song for her about what has happened. And I'm not sure who or what the song is about, but like...
We always want to assume it's Tuamas.
But there's been so many other people in her life that...
Of course.
Like, we all have had people that have hurt us, even if they... and I can use myself. I have hurt people without intending to hurt someone.
Yeah.
Or just by being an asshole and not realizing it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that is also a painful thing, to realize that you're the problem.
Yeah,
and
a lot of
there's a
self-reflection.
lot of things that's like, oh, I did something that has caused pain to someone else, and now I have to find a way to move past this and maybe reconcile with this person, knowing that I'm the one who's burnt that bridge.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's what she's going through, but there's so many different forms of pain that are caused on this emotional level, and just seeing the pain that Taria is going through, it to me, it looks like something that has been a mutual pain between two people.
Yeah, they're frozen in time. They're two flowers that aren't distinct in different ways. So, like, I totally see what you're meaning.
So
and the black and white is just perfect for this.
Perfect for this. And it's really showing the sorrow and the hope that she's wanting to get put through in her music.
Yeah, well, let's keep going. This is already making us think a lot. Oh.
Those fills.
I'm loving it.
When sunrise outshines the gray, many too many living their fears. Only few won't fade away. Not too many facing the tears. When sunrise outshines the gray, many too many living their fears. Only few won't fade away. Not too many facing their tears. When sunrise outshines the gray.
Wow. That's a beautiful song and such a powerful way to end an album.
It is.
Like,
it really is.
That is how you end an album.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. And many too many living their fears, only few won't fade away. Not too many facing their tears when sunrise outshines the gray. Thank you so much, Matthias, for giving us that as well. And it was really cool that they just kept bringing it out. And there are too many people not facing their fears and tears and not addressing things, and then not realizing if you do it, the sunshine's gonna erase all of that pain if you can address it and move forward.
Absolutely. This is something that we are experiencing in our own home
Yeah.
recently. And it has to do with, you know, if you're run by your fears, and your fears are sometimes even just the fear of bringing something up because your fear of hurting someone's feelings,
Yeah.
or not addressing something because of the fear of making things worse. And so with that, too many fears fading away and too many tears and people not
Yeah.
so it's very much not addressing those things and then not being able to have the sunshine again.
Exactly.
And so this
right?
is it's so powerful. And the way she had this this verse repeating continuously throughout the entire song.
Yeah.
This started with it. It continued, it repeated throughout the song.
It was like
And
haunting
then
in the background that whole time.
Haunting in the background the whole time.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of the song, we had that really great section where we had the
Those fills and all
keyboard
that.
with the guitar, the drum
fill.
fills.
Yeah.
And then it started building
And-
layers with this verse. And then it started disassembling the layers.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
so only the verse was left repeating in the silence and the darkness.
Yeah.
And that's such a powerful way to build hope, because Tarja is putting across
Lot of
that
hope there.
message
Yeah.
of just don't be afraid. Don't let your fears rule your life and rule your actions, because if you allow your fear to rule this action of your voice, of what you're wanting to do, of just going out and seizing the day and seizing the sunrise, the beautiful sunrise that not too many will see through their tears, that won't be able to fade away the gray. And then having that lyric and then this entire video being in grayscale.
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
They were not able, or Taria, and I could be wrong, but even that perhaps Taria did this in grayscale because the fears allowed for the tears to not see the sunshine's past.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
So this is just such a beautifully put together video. The message is so strong.
So strong.
I can see why this is a sad song for her, but it brings her hope.
Yep.
Like she said in the beginning. And to end the album, her shadow, I forget.
The Shadow Self?
The Shadow Self.
Yep.
This makes so much sense.
It does.
And I really want to listen to the Shadow Self album because
Start to
finish, because I know that Taria is a beautiful storyteller.
It sure is.
And
Wow.
I know that this Shadow Self album is going to be a beautiful story about Taria and that shadow self, who she may be fighting, who she may be encompassing and enduring. So this is just phenomenal, beautifully put together, and just so powerful. And then also the shine that everyone gets in the band, that she always does. and I was looking at the crowd because I was trying to see where she was. This was such an intimate venue.
Yeah, such an intimate
venue. Like Taria
few.
was literally like sitting where we are.
Someone was like right here.
And someone was right here in front of the camera, right? Like,
yeah. But it was so amazing because what I love about Taria is she embraces her past. She says forgive, but don't forget. And I think that's why it was really important that kind of rang through the end.
Absolutely.
Because we forgave, the sunrise came, but don't forget, so this will happen to you again. Don't be naive in your of letting people go and all that, right?
There's a thing about forgiveness that I've grown up with where it's like you can forgive something that has happened. That does not mean you have to forget that it happened and throw it away.
Exactly.
Because that thing that happened is now part of you.
And it's a tool.
It's now a tool. It's now something that you can use to either step forward or hold you back.
Yeah.
And just because you forgave something from happening, you still need to be able to utilize that tool and pick it up. And if you can forgive and you don't utilize the tool, then it's always going to hold you back.
Yeah.
And that is something that Taria pushes very often is forgive, but utilize those tools.
Exactly.
You
learn something from some of the betrayals or whatever happened, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And what I love about her is her enthusiasm. I'm a very enthusiastic person myself, and going through pain, it's sometimes hard to show the enthusiasm. But for her, she moves on so perfectly and such a role model for any human being to watch how she's done it through her career, and also just to see. She always surprises us with what music actually comes out. And I know she's a big producer and all this stuff too. So her brilliance is like a mastermind level of the talent that, like, this could have been just a classical song. It could have been just a rock song. You could strip it down completely and it could just be a singer-songwriter song. And it would have had the same message. And that's how powerful she is.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that. Like, even if it was just Taria and the damn cello.
Exactly.
That guy is so phenomenal.
He's so phenomenal. And I watch him to see, is he rocking? Am I allowed to rock right now? Because usually when he's calm, I almost sometimes need that guidance of like, hey, should I just be chilling?
Yeah.
So I watch him when I'm doing these performances now. And when he starts rocking in, that's when I'm like, okay.
You know that you're free to move because he's rocking.
Yeah.
But when he's staying and he's just going and he's picking and he's doing his thing and he's keeping that solemn presence,
exactly,
then you're like, okay, this is that solemn presence that I need to maintain. Because Taria is so energetic in everything she does that you... Forgive me, but you could be at a funeral and have a really good time with Taria because of how energetic she is.
Yeah.
And
embrace the moment, move forward, learn from it, share about it. And I mean, this is the way to end I don't know if this was the end of the concert, but it was the end of the album. And like you said, it would be so cool to see start to finish on what she's trying to push out, because the shadow self, for sure, everyone needs to address that and move forward. And she did a whole album about it. So that's pretty amazing. And we appreciate you guys for that. Matthias, thank you so much for this. We definitely dived into the poetry of this, which we love too. So thank you for sharing us that so I could read that at the very end to make sure I said it correctly. And what a powerful song.
This is phenomenal, and I'm loving hearing more of Taria's solo stuff and what she's put out and what her mastermind is behind her works. And thank you so much for bringing this to us, Matthias. Peace and love.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special shout out to all of our patrons and YouTube members. We appreciate all of your support.